Hey YouTube, it's DankFi here, back with a Ethereum update video. So obviously, if you guys been paying attention the last day here, or even a couple of days, you noticed that Ethereum is about to break really new highs, and it did. So it's hitting that 3,000 all-time high. We're just going to take a look at pretty much some catalysts, what's going on with Ethereum. Can it go higher? What predictions we have with it? The whole crypto market's been really coming back from that big sell-off. So if you haven't yet, please hit that like button, subscribe. So I'll keep making more crypto videos, and we're gonna get into the details here. Looking at the price of Ethereum, I like looking at pretty much the just a yearly chart, seeing where it was. And you could see here, very early January 2016, it pretty much had a breakout from there, made new highs in 2018, right? One full year, topping out a little bit higher than like nearly 1,400. Then you had that crypto winter, right? And it was, a few years of silence, quiet, and then we had obviously COVID coming around and everyone getting interested in stocks and new DeFi and everyone finding out about crypto and a lot of development in the Ethereum platform. So we had that nice breakout in the last 6 months, and we broke that 1,400 all-time high, and then we are now double since then, 100% since that last high, and that really brought Ethereum from, if we look at market cap, from just a few years ago, looking at the entire market cap was 16 billion, right? And then from 16 billion to 66 billion, right? And from there, that 1,400 point was 136 billion. And now it's sitting at 350 billion. So the whole market cap of Ethereum is worth 350 billion. That's really hard to believe that. Let's look at some companies we could compare it to. Okay, so we got the largest companies by market cap here. And if we were looking at Ethereum sitting at 350 billion, right? Obviously, it's not going to come close to any of the top, 15 companies, but we're looking at Walmart here. Wow, Walmart is nearly 400 billion. Ethereum could easily eclipse them, but Ethereum alone is about to eclipse MasterCard, right? So you got Nvidia, 370, right? So Ethereum is sitting right below Nvidia here, above Home Depot, Bank of America, Walt Disney. So that's nuts, guys. Ethereum is sitting where it is, and in comparison to Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin, if we look at the market cap, it's 1.1 trillion almost, and we go back to that company list, it's sitting right between Facebook and Google. And if we look at these ridiculous evaluations by tech companies and crypto, comparing on the country. So we're going down to, we're not in the trillions, we're going to get down to the billions. For GDP, Ethereum already has eclipsed probably Vietnam, right? Sitting below Hong Kong, but above Bangladesh, South Africa, as far as GDP. And this was 2021 estimates. Again, that's just crazy evaluations. And where can Ethereum go from here? Can it, if we look at Bitcoin has gone up from its prior high in 2018 of 20,000, right? Nearly broke the 20,000 mark, went to 40,000, right? And then it went to 60 something thousand, 64,000. And that pretty much, it went 3 times, right? From breaking 20,000 to 60,000. And Ethereum, it already went 2 times, 2x. So can it do 3x from 1500, which is 4500? And if it did, that would land the market cap maybe 500 billion, going from 3,000 to 4,500. So if Ethereum doubled the price from here, that would be from 3,000 to 6,000. Then we would look at 700 billion. So where would that money come from to push it from 3,000 to 6,000? We would need 350 billion, guys, of new fresh money, right? And obviously the government's been printing a lot of money. So people, that's where if we look at Bitcoin, right, 200 billion to 1 trillion in just 6 months. And best believe a lot of people have, that money was probably printed from the government, that new money, right? So obviously institutional investors buying in, right? MicroStrategy Incorporated, Tesla, and these other institutions, they bought up Bitcoin, right? Billions of dollars worth of Bitcoin, pushing it up, right? And that, just them signaling, brought in new investors, even more institutional buying. And we see that also carry over, obviously, in Ethereum. But can we see we would need a $350 billion of fresh money come in to push it even higher? And if that does happen with Ethereum, we wouldn't just see that with Ethereum. We would see Ethereum going up, continuously making new highs, while the rest of the crypto market following suit. I'm bullish on Ethereum. I do believe it will go higher, and we'll just have to see. I think it needs to get a lot more volume, extremely high 24-hour volume here, 50 billion, and then here 30 billion, not quite, where we got 44 billion here. So it needs to see that larger volume, and that larger volume and new higher volume would come from all the new money. What's next for Ethereum? What other catalysts do we have for Ethereum that could push it higher? So I think a lot of the price here was also driven by Ethereum 2.0, right? The Serenity network. They already shipped a part of the Serenity network upgrade, Ethereum 2.0 beacon chain, right? They're going to run proof of stake, which would solve a lot of the inefficiencies. Right now it's proof of work, so very similar with Bitcoin. A lot of computing power needed, and that's causing a lot of high transaction costs. So the beacon chain is going to allow an integration with the new proof of stake network to introduce sharding, right? The efficiencies, faster processing time, and people staking their Ethereum versus computing power. And you can really see validators staking their Ethereum to validate transaction blocks. So you could see that with the beacon scan. And I found a pretty cool article by Box Mining that kind of breaks down in a chart, right, the main network right now, which is the way we're running with proof of work, beacon chain, which is proof of stake. We talked about that just now. Sharding, which is going to allow 64 lanes, right, with one shard chain. So multiple chains that allow blocks to be validated. They're calling them shards, and that's really going to make the big difference in the efficiencies. And we're going to see, transactions per second go, to thousands or more. And it's a multi-year phase. It's not going to be, right now we're barely sitting at, they launched Beacon Chain in December 1st, right? And there's just a lot more work that needs to be done. It's a multi-year project for, Ethereum 2.0 Serenity upgrade, right? We're at phase 0. So there's 6 phases, and as we make progress and more developments through these phases, it's definitely going to be a catalyst for Ethereum. And you bet with Ethereum being really the main network that's being developed on, and there's all kinds of interesting, NFTs and many other altcoins, use either Ethereum network. So there's gonna be more DeFi, DApps, and more interesting developments that will serve as catalysts to drive the price of Ethereum up. So Ethereum has a lot going for it, and at some point it could even, maybe it'll surpass Bitcoin. That's not out of the question. Crypto is very young, and Ethereum is right there behind it with a lot of interesting prospects. And if the upgrades go well, when we do see a lot more utility from Ethereum than Bitcoin. Bitcoin is really digital gold, and that's really what's earned its spot as the original driving force for crypto. So that's kind of the video, guys. Let me know what you think below in the comments. If you think Ethereum is, congrats to those that have been able to hold this long. If your predictions are that it'll double up from here, where is it gonna go? No one really knows. So I'd be interested in hearing from you guys. Appreciate it if you guys like this video and subscribe, and then stay tuned for more crypto updates.